My computer, I have a 4090 graphics card, AMD Ryzen 9 7900X. I have 240 Hz monitor. Let's check my frames inside of New World. Not bad, not bad. 197. There is a low point sometimes. It's not too bad. So let me show you my settings real quick. So inside of the actual game, for my settings, I do have video on 2560 by 1440. Everything's on very high, even the shadows. I find that if you put shadows on low though, turn off VSync, turn off dynamic resolution scaling, and turn off cap background frames per second, I'm getting a lot better frames by turning down that shadow, and I don't really notice the game looking too much different with that shadow reduced. So is a 4090 worth it for New World? I think so. And the graphic card isn't being bottlenecked by the CPU either. Let me show you something else. Because I have the game on like the best settings that I can look at in my managed 3D settings for New World, I do have 8 times anti-aliasing, 8 times super simple. I'm sure if I turn those down, I would get higher frames. I also have my frames capped at my monitor, 240. Vertical sync off. If I look over here for my PhysX, I have the 4090 set for that. For ECC, I have that turned off. Obviously, it doesn't help in a game like this for my resolution. I do have 240 Hz monitor, and I'm using the Nvidia color settings. Let's run around a little bit more and see what it looks like. I am getting some lows, but I think those low periods are when there's nothing happening. And if I turn down that super sample like I mentioned, I would get more consistent frames. So you see when I open the map, I'm getting less frames. Less stuff happening over there. Oh, let me show you some other settings. So when I'm running in my map, it looks like this, and I can still see the rocks kind of sharp. I think it's because of this setting right here. If you go to video, or it's not video, it's in game. Camera shake, I turn that off. Vertical camera smoothing. Let me turn this all the way up and see what it looks like now. I don't know. Alright, let's turn it back down and then see if there's a difference between this smoothing. I don't know. Let me try it one more time. I don't really notice this thing. SmartCast is on. I usually keep my mouse on very slow speed like this. I usually have to pick up my mouse just so that I can move it. The rocks look good. Like, some of the textures are a little bit wonky in the game, but some are very sharp, like this platinum. That fire was pretty sharp. So I'm able to get max frames on most of the open world. If I were to do a dungeon, it would probably look very nice as well. But yeah, this is what the game looks like on the high settings. 4090 graphics card. I think it looks pretty good. I'm getting pretty good frames. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys decide to buy Nvidia 4090 graphic card this holiday season, or that Santa Claus will bring you one. Bada bada boom. He took the fireball to the face. I do find the one thing about the field of view, when it's very short, your character blocks a lot of the screen. But yeah, the game looks pretty sharp, pretty good frames.